Say what's up, Hippo lovers. We will look at AoE2 history, finals from 2003. DauT at that time in a country that you might research, and don't say nearly that flag is wrong. We will take a look at the best of 5 finals. We already saw a game before. You are doing it now on YouTube. It did drop though. We don't know who won. And I think we will just jump into the action here and we can look at it together. Black screen for now. And now we are live in the blue trunks. Elklan Schmecker, aka DauT. On the other side we have SWJ Mr. Windy. Another Hans war here, exactly as game number 1. Hi. And yeah, so game number 1. In the books, not much to say about it. We just had the drop. Maybe this one will be a bit more entertaining and will go to the end. I'm pretty sure about this. Yeah, tournament from 2003. We had a lot of discussions already, like how good are players for at that time. And yeah, if you have more questions, just ask them in the chat right here, right now. Still in the red trunks, Windy, 2.4k Woobly player, or not Woobly, MSN Gaming Zone player at that time. DauT, considered to be top 5 in the world, something like that. He would probably say top 2 in the world, something like that. Maybe, or what was he already? Yeah, something very, very strong for sure. And yeah, we already heard early loom here, simply because we were playing with something like 1.5, 2 seconds lags. And as you can see, like clicking back the villagers, maybe this even became more laggy, so maybe even 4 seconds lag, something like that. So you always had to loom, otherwise you lose your villager every single time. And you see, oh yeah, something else different as well in the old days. Food from sheep was different from food from boars. So you needed to drop the food from sheep first and then click on the boar. Otherwise you lost your food from the sheep. Ah, that's true as well. So yeah, so you had to micro more. Also, like you couldn't just go from villagers hunting deer and then going on to the berries. You needed to drop them off at the mill first and then go on the berries. When was Borlo discovered? Very early on. I would say in 99 for sure. Yeah, when the game came out. I think that was, might have even been in the guidebook. That's pretty fast and that's pretty efficient. Yeah. The food things changed? Yeah, indeed it is. When was lambing part of the game? Not before 2015, I would say. Like if your opponent had a forward boar, it was more likely that you send a villager forward, wall in the villager and shoot the boar. It was impossible to do it with a scout. Like, just do it if you're on the wrong server nowadays, it's already ugly. Just think about it. If you have like 2-3 seconds delay, there's no chance you will do it. No chance. The boar even did less damage in the old days. It only did 6 damage compared to the 10 damage nowadays, and we still couldn't do it. Was DM playable with those pings? Yeah, DM community was pretty damn big. There were own DM lobbies. And yeah, it was obviously a lot of patrolling at that time as well. But yeah, still very enjoyable for them. And how about walling in resources? There were some people try to go for something like that, but it was not common on top level, no. Absolutely not. In the game before, we did see both players going up pop 25, opening with 1 stable and 1 archer range instantly. Is it not 7 damage done by boar? I think it was 6 in the old days, and now it's 10. Oh, Fox! I just talked about him in the chat. At one point, he might have been the best German player. He was trying to break the meta and actually played mass spearmen, mass skirmishers with Byzantines. And actually got to 2.3k as well. Which was really high, like the highest were 2.5k at that time. He was one of the most feared and even had rack packs posted everywhere and people like were big fanboys of his. That's not true. PL was famous for stealing boars. As were other PL. Actually, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I know that actually the Polish guys did steal that. Yeah. you remember who Windy lost to in the next big tournament? Was it you? I didn't know. I didn't know, Fox. That's lovely to see you around here. Okay, it seems like both players playing Pop 25, 14 seconds and 15 second idle time. Pretty damn good for the old standards. Pop 25, simply the meta at that time. So no concept of hidden pick, no repeat drafting in tournaments. There was not even an option for hidden pick. There was never drafting. If you played Arabia tournaments, it's not unlikely that people picked Huns 3 times. Or Mongols once. And Huns twice. Those were the common options in 3v3. Very crazy was Fox played sometimes Byzantines. He had the teammates Alcoholail who played Mongols. The other Goten was Huns. And yeah, but they just might have had Byzantines pocket. And then it became scrappy. What's the highest you've ever been in the rankings? At that time, like 2.2k, something like that. Why Huns? Simply the best civilization. It's so easy to play, and people didn't really know better. Yeah. It's just the start was so crazy. I read an interview, and DauT even said there's no other civ that it can reach feudal age with 500 food, 500 wood. And DauT loved that so much. And as you can see, he just has massive amount of resources. And that's tougher if you have built houses. Now dropping off some resources here. Goes for the stable again. Double bit X, horse color, upgrades that they wanted to do. On the other side, stable as well. And that was developing quite a bit. Like, look at that. Oh, DauT! Didn't want to get tower rushed. Now, isn't that lovely, guys? Didn't want to get tower rushed and therefore built the palisades here. Sick! Sick. Oh, lovely stuff. Archer range now in the back there as well. Some spearmen to defend. Windy going for a lot of walls. That is very untypical for that time. Who paid for the prize in 2001 tournaments? WCG was simply the WCG itself. It's kind of the Olympia of Age of Empires at that time. Microsoft did some tournaments, and a bit later, like from, I would say 2002, maybe from 2002, there was a guy called Arbalet, who did found the Al-Clan team. He was from Kazakhstan, Almaty in Kazakhstan, and he did sponsor massive amount of tournaments for, I would say, 4 or 5 years in a row. When did people start using grid mod? Oof. 2014, maybe? I think so. Yeah. I think it only was mid-Woobly days, something like that. Yeah. And they've been playing with the big trees for a long time as well, yeah. Okay, DauT, does he even? He did scout it, right? He's trying to make something tricky happen, but not really. Hello, Alf. And yeah, that scout is seeing something. Okay, so it's full scout production, skirmisher as well. DauT now going for gold at the side, is queuing up in archer as well. On the other side, scout, skirmisher. And yeah, you played a bit more defensively. So I guess foundation scouting wasn't a thing. It was on Black Forest, but otherwise no. Would be nice to acknowledge that proportion of current AoE players didn't play the original game back in the day. Yeah, it's over 95%. Yeah. Who found the boar lure? I don't really understand the question. Like, who introduced it? That's a lot of people figured that out at the same time. And people knew that boars were faster. So when I started playing, everyone knew that a boar is strong. Like in 99, 2000, everyone was luring boars as well. Yeah. Okay, skirmishers out now. 1 archer range as well. Was deer pushing with the scout something that was always intended in the design of the game, or did someone invent it? Actually, I read guides in the old days, and they actually said, don't ever do that. A scout is for scouting, not for pushing deer. And, well, just look at the deer positioning. Like, that is actually pretty close. So deer just got way closer with the Arabia generations that we have nowadays. Look at Windy, for example. He had his deer here, right? And it's also like uneven spawns. Like, it was not the same for both players. This is 3, this is a 4 deer spawn. That was changed. I don't even know when. When did the meta shift away from only hunts? I would say like 2006-ish. As 6 became the hottest unit. Okay, first kill in the game here at minute 17. Both players looking at strong armies. Now fletching for DauT. He might start to patrol in. Lots of farms here. Just look at how passive they are playing. It's so weird. That's a long time of hunt spores? Yes, it was. Arabia is the same, especially with they made resources so close, especially berries. That's why it's valuable now. Please reverse that. Yeah, I think the chat is not the right thing. Maybe DE forums might be better for you. And look at that. It's not bad micro, right? Windy click to the front and then probably instantly click back. It just takes 2-3 seconds to go back. You saw DauT wasn't really attacking either. Like, that's totally normal. And you might think, oh god, what a misstep. But that's simply what happened at that time. House cost was more at that time. Indeed, yeah, house did cost 30 wood. Nowadays, they cost 25 wood. That, I believe, came with the Forgotten? I think so, right? Remember back then, Black Forest games were played with Scorpions only. Mass Scorps were super OP. Not at those days. 4 years earlier, yes. In the old days, guys, Scorpions actually benefited from the Fletching, Bodkin, and Bracer upgrade. So you had +3 range, +3 attack. But that got removed pretty early. I think with AoC that wasn't even a thing. Yeah, there was so much OP stuff, you guys, you have no idea. Teutons did have +3 range with their TCs in Castle Age. So you simply had 9 range with Teutons. And everyone was Teuton TC rushing. That got fixed after one patch as well. Did people knew about hill bonuses? Yes, yeah. When was hunts introduced in AoE? With AoC. So the first official expansion. So 2001, I believe. Yeah. Oh, now the big fight. KD 1-0 for now. Scouts are now moving in. Bloodlines for both players. Fletching for both players as well. Pikemen taking the fight. Running around a bit. And people are saying pathing is good or bad nowadays. Looks pretty good for DauT in my opinion. Getting close in the back. Maybe focusing down the spearmen could be a good option. Looks like Windy might still have enough scouts. Some spearmen are coming over, but no doubt just so much more army. 26-7 military here. Now goes for forging as well, and that's a lot of army. DauT is pushing in quite nicely. Now making another attack over here. Defensive tower for Mr. Windy. Goes in. Mr. DauT sitting under the tower now. Goes for some more villager kills. Some spearmen in the back. Tower goes up most likely, but that's going to be some dead villagers for sure. Jumping into the tower pretty soon, I assume. Spearmen around as well. And DauT just patrols in. Windy goes up to Castle Age. DauT needs to do damage right here, right now. Marches to the front. Is he going for the tower? Towers did have more HP in the old days as well. 1020. So there was no change from Feudal Age. Nowadays they have 700 in Feudal Age and only 1020 in Castle Age. That was changed with the as well. Okay, now defense upgrade here. We see more stables. Wouldn't be surprised to see triple stable. So many walls. Honestly, that wasn't really a thing. Windy 1 minute military against 30. DauT, is he diving? Finds another villager kill. Sees no army against him. Oof. What about Korean Onager? Yeah, people didn't like Koreans. But Onager were OP AF. in Black Forest, obviously. Yeah. Let's have less armor against arrows? No, no, that's not true. 1-2. It's the same as today, after Loom. 12 range Korean Onager. DauT now dives in here. Still 1 military against 24. Forging is coming in. DauT with a reasonable castle age timing behind this one. And DauT dives in deep, but gets so many kills here. Finds so many more villager kills. And yeah, it looks crazy, right? Just think about it. Those are two of the best players in the world. And yeah, but Windy is getting completely wrecked in this one. Was patrol used back then? Obviously way less. Way less. But for example in water fight it was all patrol. Something like microing to the side and trying to dodge shots was not a thing. Flash meta is so boring. Oh god, Aaron. You might be the first guy who ever says that. Were unique units used much? Not on Arabia, no. They were all considered pretty bad. Maybe sometimes team games, there were troll strategies, obviously. For random, yeah, no. I don't think a single unique unit was really viable. Mango Dai became good in team games, but in 1v1s, not really, no. From where did you get those racks? I have them on my HCD. Yeah. Not even Kongs? No. You can't play with Kongs. They need micro. Just think about Kongs and you're only allowed to patrol. How good would Kongs be? When did Persian douche start? Ooh. I actually don't know. Persian elephants? Yeah, not in 1v1s, in team games at the end as well, yeah. I saw Daywalker's name long ago. Yeah, Suno Daywalker played maybe in those days as well. Yeah. Yeah, Teutonic Knights were just too slow as well, but they were liked. Yeah. But, yeah, people liked Knights. Oh, Windy getting some kills in now. DauT was a bit later with the castle age timing here. And now the Knights are hidden. DauT actually with some problems. Goes for the counter attack at the same time. At the goal, but has enough spearmen there for the defense. Is running away here. Mr. Windy. DauT is pushing that one away. Still 14 villager lead. And, well, attacking over here. Who's your favorite all-time player? Oof. Oh, that's so tricky to say. It's so tricky to say. Yeah. Great Mister flying in as well. A guy that also played in 2001. Nowadays, does a move work better than patrol, or should I use patrol still in the... Ah, you mean attack move? I don't know. Guys, let's try to focus on history or this game related questions. If that's okay. Because I know a lot of people will have very specific questions to that. Yeah. They only did one TC back then. Last game was actually 6v7 TCs. So no. And G to the G. DauT winning this one. Not sure if there was a GG typed or not at that time, but I think it was pretty standard. And yeah, DauT winning game number 2. The score is therefore 1-0. Let me... how do I do this now? I think there's no real chance to show the stats for you. It's the other screen. Yeah, I think we will just go with this one for now. And I can update the scoreboard. DauT is leading 1-0 after game number 2. And I did promise you the trailer. Oh boy, that's going to be a crazy one. So that's the strategic game commander. And so YouTube, Microsoft strategic game commander. There he is. There he is. Oh god, that's pure beauty. That's pure beauty. Resolution obviously will be bad, but we will walk through that or work through it, guys. Not really sure if you want to see my reaction with that one. I think I will give it to you. I tried. I once watched it and had to lol every single time they said my strategic game commander. And they say it quite some time. Enjoy an advert from 2001 or something.
It's here. The strategic commander. The first. It's here. The strategic commander. The first controller designed specifically for the PC strategy gamer. The strategic commander connects to your PC via a USB connector and complements the use of the mouse and keyboard in strategy games. It works with your existing strategy games and will work with new games now and in the future. In 2D games, use the strategic commander to move around the battle map while keeping your mouse free to select units or buildings as they appear. In 3D games, use strategic commander's navigation capabilities to give you the winning advantage. You can program the strategic commander to execute commands at the touch of a button. You can program your strategic commander's buttons to execute simple commands.
How often? Like, they surely got the task, like, let's use the word strategic commander as often as possible.
Such as creating a single building or more complex commands that include multiple tasks, such as creating military units from multiple buildings. These tasks that would have required multiple keyboard commands now can be accomplished with a single press of a button on the strategic commander, greatly increasing your efficiency. The 3 shift buttons located on the side of the controller allow you to program up to 4 commands to buttons 1 through 6. Advanced players can use the 3-position profile switch on the base of the controller to access 3 separate profiles during their game. This increases the number of possible program commands to 72. Enough.
Look at how he's moving his head. There's nothing happening on the screen. And then he's like, yes, yes, I out-micro the AI.
To access 3 separate profiles during their game.
Oh, I have the green screen on. Now I get what you meant. Sheet. Sorry. Now I know what happened. Yeah. It's the white screen. Sorry.
Increases the number of possible program commands to 72. Enough to enhance every gaming experience. Use the record button on the controller's base to program commands during gameplay. Here's how it works. First, press the record button once. Next, press the button you want to program. That button will start blinking. Now, execute the sequence of commands you want to program, and when you're finished, hit the record button again to end the programming sequence. Now, every time you hit that button, it will execute this new command. The Sidewinder Strategic Commander software comes with over 30 strategy game profiles and gives you a single, easy-to-use interface for viewing, editing, and managing them. The software also allows you to completely customize the device for your own particular style of gameplay. The Strategic Commander software also comes with a complete online user's guide, accessible either from the Help menu or by clicking on the user's guide link in the bottom corner of the software. You now have all the knowledge you'll need to make the Strategic Commander your secret weapon. Use its power to crush your opponents and achieve flawless victory over all your challengers.
This guy is just genius.
Controller to access 3 separate profiles during their game. This increases the number of possible program commands to 72. Enough to enhance every gaming experience. Corner of the software. You now have all the knowledge you'll need to make the Strategic Commander your secret weapon. use its power to crush your opponents and achieve flawless victory over all your challengers.
Oh, the strategic commander. I hope this won't be banned for YouTube. I will put it on YouTube there as well. The other games in the description below, as you always know. Goodbye, Hippo lovers.